Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be doing a review of this Price Glory Indiana Jones jacket. For those of you that have watched my Indy Gear series, I did mention this jacket when I was doing the episode about good jackets. However, I have never actually seen one or held one before, and I could not find any other reviews on YouTube regarding this jacket. So I decided to go ahead and make one, just for you indie fans out there. First impressions of this jacket is I love it. I am very, very impressed with this jacket for a jacket that hardly anybody mentions as one of the go-to jackets for an Indiana Jones jacket. I really, really like this one. A couple things I like about it right off the bat are the color. I think the color for this jacket is nearly perfect for a Raiders jacket, or even a Temple of Doom jacket for that matter. Secondly, it is really, really soft. This is by far the softest leather on any of my Indy jackets. It just feels really nice. Thirdly is the fit. I'm not sure what size this one is because I got it secondhand. I believe it's a large. But normally when I get an Indy jacket, the sleeves are way too long and I have to have them tailored. I'm 6 feet and 180 pounds, by the way. This one has 24-inch sleeves, which fit me perfectly, and I normally wear a size 44, and that also fits me perfectly. So I really, really like the way it feels. I like the way it sits on me. Shout out to Brian Lalonde for selling me this jacket. It ended up being a little bit too small for him, so I basically got a brand new jacket for, I don't know, 50 or 60 bucks off of what a regular jacket would cost. These jackets normally go for somewhere around $250, incidentally, if you get them off the Price Glory website, which I've mentioned a couple times before. The only pet peeve I have about this jacket is the button. If you look at the collar right here, we have a button at the top, and we have a button at the bottom. Those are not screen accurate, and it does bother me a little bit. I was actually planning on using this jacket for my next Indiana Jones fan film. However, I will not be doing so because of those buttons. That's how much it bugs me. You know, you got to go for 100% screen accuracy, and that just kind of ruins it for me. However, as an Indiana Jones jacket that I would wear on a daily basis, or wear to Disneyland or something like that, this one's fantastic. It's really, really light. For comparison, this is my Coils Indiana Jones jacket that I got from Todd's Costumes. This is a highly sought after jacket in the indie community because they don't even make them anymore. And this is a very nice, lightweight jacket. The leather on this one is a little bit more rugged than that one is. It's not quite as soft. So it's a kind of a pick your preference thing. However, as far as like how heavy they are, could you wear them in warm weather, things like that, the Price Glory is very, very comparable to this jacket. They're both nice light jackets that you could wear when it's 70 degrees out and be just fine. No so, I mean, you can't get this jacket anymore, and you can get that one.
And that one's screen accurate.
This one is screen accurate.
Because I don't see a button on it.
In my opinion, there's probably a couple things like maybe the buckles right here. I don't think these buckles are quite screen accurate. I think they're supposed to be like a more of a circular shape, like on this one. This is the Price Glory again, by the way, but you can see the difference in the buckles right there. These are the D-ring buckles.
So you think that's more screen accurate?
And these are correct. So that's one thing that this jacket does have over the Coils. So, I mean, depending on how picky you want to be about your Indy jacket, I mean, some people say that there's even things with the Westhead that aren't completely screen accurate, and Westhead made the jackets for the movie. So what are you going to do? This is my Westhead, for comparison again. This is the one that I just darkened in one of my previous videos, darkening an Indiana Jones jacket. That is this jacket. This is the jacket that I'm also going to wear for the next movie. However, I'm going to weather it so that it has more of a Last Crusade feel to it before we start shooting. So stay tuned for that video.
And this has no button and the buckles are right?
Yes. Well, again, they're a little bit different on this one, but not a lot. They're not completely square. So, that being said, I'm going to be doing a little bit more to this jacket in a few more episodes from now. But this one is considerably heavier than either of those. This is the washed lamb version, by the way.
So that's for colder weather, probably.
Yeah, in 70 degrees, this one's going to cook you pretty good, especially if you're wearing, the Indiana Jones shirt underneath it. If you're just wearing a t-shirt, maybe not. But if you're going for full cosplay and it's 70 degrees out, this one's going to bake you. If it's 70 degrees and you wear one of these other ones, you're probably going to be just fine. And, I may wear this jacket to Disneyland the next time we go, just because I
Disney World?
Maybe Disney World, but it's
going to be warm.
It'll depend on COVID. I mean, it's going to be 80 degrees and humid down there, so I'm probably never going to wear an Indy jacket down there. But this would be one that I would wear on a trip like that. I really, really like the leather. That is the number one thing I like about this jacket. It's really soft and supple. The color is perfect. It fits great. It's comfortable. I really can't say enough good things about this jacket. Like I said, my only pet peeve is that snap. And that snap does really bug me.
There's no way you can remove it without having a big
There is
asshole.
no way you can remove it, yeah. But that is the one flaw that this jacket has, in my opinion. Are there a couple of discrepancies about it?
Very nice leather.
Probably.
Very nice leather.
But,
super soft.
yeah, and, if you're going to get a Wested, if you're in the United States anyway, and you have to do the euros to dollars conversion, a custom Wested, or even just one of their regular models, is going to cost you about $300. This one is considerably less. So, just another thing to think about. Also, I believe that you cannot get one from Westhead that feels this soft. This is the softest one you can get from Westhead, as far as I know. The shrunken lamb.
This feels like regular leather to me.
Yeah, this is going to be a lot
nice
more
leather,
rugged.
but it's just regular leather.
And that's why I like wearing this one for my movies, because I can get beat up, knocked around, tossed around, and this jacket will hold up just fine. I don't know how well this jacket
that feels like it
hold
would
up
tear
to the
because it's
same
just so
treatment.
soft.
I have a hunch that this one would get ripped to shreds pretty badly if I got into a fight with a mechanic in it.
Yeah, it's like silky smooth and very thin feeling.
Yeah. There's already a couple spots, like right here, where it's got some scuffing.
Yeah, see, that's what I would think would happen if you...
But that doesn't really bother me because all of Indy's jackets have that. So this one will probably get quite a bit more of that over time. But
it's like a dress jacket almost, like a fancy.
This would be like a more of a formal type thing where you're not going to be running around in the woods or having branches smack into you, or getting thrown around by some big burly brute that's rolling around on the ground with you, or
Giggity.
Some of the things that I did during my last fan film. Honestly, I don't think this movie would have made it through that this jacket would have made it through that fan.
And according to your look, it looks like you're going to do hippie Indy next. And check out that hair.
Yeah. I'm growing the hair out for another project that we're doing. We're going to go to Vancouver and shoot some Highlander stuff as soon as COVID is over. I'm probably going to at least chop the hair off in the back before we shoot the next film, just so that it,
For Indiana Jones,
yes. Because Indiana Jones and a ponytail just doesn't work very well.
You don't know that. You might have one in the next film.
We'll worry about that when it happens. I've already got the script done, but I've got a lot of props that need to be made. I got a lot of costumes that need to be bought. We can't start shooting until COVID is over. So, it took me a year or a little bit more to get the other one off the ground before we even started filming it, and 4 years to finish the project. So we'll see what happens with that. But it is a work in progress. But anyway, back to the jacket. I don't really think there's anything more to say.
It's a nice jacket. I think it's really nice.
I do think this backs up what I said in my Indy Gear episode about this jacket being competitive with other ones out there. And not only that, but it's less money. So all things to think about when you're buying an Indy jacket. But I really do think that this one is one to consider for the value, the price, and the look. Mm-hmm. So do with that information as you will. I love this jacket. Even though I'm not going to be using it in the movie, I'm totally keeping it. So
yeah, it's very comparable on the softness of the leather to that one.
Yeah, to the Todds.
Yeah.
And the Todds can't be bought anymore. So this would be a very nice alternative for somebody that's looking for the Todds costume jacket. The Todds costume jacket, when it was sold, went for around $220. This one is going to be somewhere in that same ballpark. So
yeah, I'd say it's very comparable.
Yeah. all things to think about. But yeah, I'm really happy with it. And
Yeah, it might even be softer than Todd's, but yeah.
It is. Yeah, I think so too. Alright guys, so this is a follow-up to the What Price Glory Jacket I just did. I did some more digging about the snap because it was really, really bugging me. It's like, why would they go to the extra trouble to put the snap on there if it's not screen accurate? So I've done a whole bunch more research since I shot the first part of this video, and it turns out that I was able to find a couple screenshots that actually have the snap in them, both from The Last Crusade and Crystal Skull. So depending on what scene you're looking at, you actually can see the snap. I will post a couple of screenshots at the end of this video so that you can see what I'm talking about. But yeah, I guess if you're going for a Last Crusade or Crystal Skull look, the snap can be considered screen accurate. However, that being said, this jacket is too dark for either of those. This is much more of a Raiders or a Temple jacket. This is too dark for both the Last Crusade and the Crystal Skull. So if you're going to go that route, you're going to have to weather it. Here is my weathered Wested that I just finished weathering last week. So you can see the color difference and just the overall difference in these two jackets as far as the color goes. At the beginning of the video I mentioned that I didn't want to weather that one because the leather was so soft I wasn't sure it would make it through this treatment. Now that I've done the treatment on this one, I'm still not sure it would make it through. You can try it. I am not going to try it because I've already weathered this one, and this is the one I'm going to be using for the film. So if you want to go that route and try weathering the What Price Glory Jacket, do so at your own risk. So I just wanted to do a follow-up from that video because I like giving you guys the most accurate information that I can, and that's what I came up with. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.